Hi students, welcome to Verbal Ability Training module. So today we are going to learn about sentence construction. So students, what is a sentence construction? A sentence construction or a sentence structure is the way a sentence is arranged grammatically. Then we have basic sentence elements which are subject, verb, object and prepositional phrase. Students, let us learn about an independent clause. An independent clause can stand alone as a sentence. It contains a subject and a verb and is a complete idea. That means an independent clause conveys a complete sense. Like, he read many books. So it's an example of an independent clause. Next, students, we'll discuss dependent clause. A dependent clause is not a complete sentence. It must be attached to an independent clause to become complete. So this is also known as a subordinate clause. For example, because he reads many books. So students, you can see this sentence needs another sentence to complete its sense. So it's an example of a dependent clause. Now students, let us learn about what a subject is. A person, animal, place, thing or concept that does an action is called a subject. Like in this sentence we can see he reads many books. So he is the subject. That means subject means doer in a sentence. Next students, these are the three elements of a sentence: subject, verb and then object, and this is how we arrange these elements in a sentence. So first we put subject, then we put verb and then we put object. Subject, that means a person, animal, place, thing or concept that does an action. Like I told you before, he reads many books. Verb expresses what the person, animal, place, thing or concept does. Like he listens to music. The be verb is also sometimes referred to as a linking verb. For example, the movie is good. Object means a person, animal, place, thing or concept that receives the action. Determine the object in a sentence by asking the question, the subject did what, or to whom, for whom. This is how you can find your object in the sentence. Like he reads many books. So books is the object in this sentence. Next students, let us talk about prepositional phrase. So a phrase that begins with a preposition that is in, at, for, behind, until, after or during and modifies a word in the sentence. A prepositional phrase answers one of many questions. For example, where, when and in what way. For example, I like rice for dinner. He reads many books in the library. Next, we are going to discuss certain points to remember while structuring a sentence. So students, a new sentence always begins with a capital letter. Like he obtained his degree, so H is capital here. A sentence ends with punctuation, a period, a question mark or an exclamation point. For example, if it is a simple sentence, we use full stop. If it is an interrogative sentence, we use question mark, and in case of an exclamatory sentence, we use mark of exclamation. A sentence contains a verb or a verb phrase. For example, he obtained his degree. So obtained is the verb in this sentence. A sentence follows subject plus verb plus object word order. For example, if I talk about the above mentioned sentence, he obtained his degree. So he is the subject, obtained is the verb and degree is the object here. A sentence must have a complete idea that stands alone. This is also called an independent clause. For example, he obtained his degree. So this sentence is conveying a complete sense. Next students, we are going to discuss types of sentences. So we have simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence and compound plus complex sentences. So let us learn about the types of sentences in detail. Simple sentence. A simple sentence contains a subject and a verb and it may also have an object and modifier. However, it contains only one independent clause. Here are a few examples. For example, she wrote. She completed her literature review. He organized his source by theme. They studied APA rules for many hours. So all these are the examples of simple sentences. Students, now we are talking about compound sentences. A compound sentence contains at least two independent clauses. What am I saying? Two independent clauses. These two independent clauses can be combined with a comma and a coordinating conjunction or with a semicolon. So there are three ways independent clauses can be combined with a comma, a coordinating conjunction or with a semicolon. For example, they studied APA rules for many hours, comma, but they realized there was still much to learn. Using some compound sentences in writing allows for more sentence variety. Complex sentences. A complex sentence contains at least one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. Dependent clauses can refer to the subject like who and which, the sequence time, since, while, or the causal elements because if of the independent clause. If a sentence begins with a dependent clause, then there will be a comma after the clause. If on the other hand the sentence begins with an independent clause, there will not be a comma separating the two clauses. Here are a few examples on the next slide. For example, although she completed her literature review, comma, she still needed to work on her method section. Now, students, this sentence started with a dependent clause. So, we have used comma. Note the comma in the sentence because it begins with a dependent clause. Right, students? Because he organized his sources by theme, it was easier for his readers to follow. Note the comma in this sentence because it begins with a dependent clause. Right, students? Again, we have a look at both the sentences. Although she completed her literature, the sentence begins with a dependent clause. In the next sentence, when I say because he organized his sources by theme, the sentence starts with a dependent clause, and that's why we have comma in both the sentences. They studied APA rules for many hours as they were so interesting. So students, note there is no comma in this sentence because it begins with an independent clause. Using some complex sentences in writing allows for more sentence variety. So let us have a look at it. Compound plus complex sentences. Sentence types can also be combined. A compound complex sentence contains at least two independent clauses and at least one independent clause. So what am I saying, students? A compound and a complex sentence contains two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. She completed her literature review, but she still needs to work on her methods section, even though she finished her methods course last semester. Right? So it's an example of compound plus complex sentence. Although he organized his sources by theme, he decided to arrange them chronologically and he carefully followed the meal plan for organization. Using some complex compound sentences in writing allows for more sentence variety. Pay close attention to comma usage in complex compound sentences so that the reader is easily able to follow the intended meaning, because if we do not use comma, the reader will be confused and it will not be even grammatically correct. So students, these were the rules for sentence construction. Hope this lecture has been helpful in understanding the rules for sentence construction. Thank you.